Hello guys, welcome back to Adota Farm. If today is the first time of coming across my YouTube channel, do have to subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified when next I drop a particular videos like this for you. So I'm here to check a land from my subscriber. He has interest in going into goat farming, so I'm here at E4 to check the land if the land is suitable for goat farming that he wants to go into. So there is this particular land showing right here. It's a 2 acres of land. You can see the land is quite big. It's a very big land. So he has interest in going into 250 capacity or 350 capacity of goat farming. So he called me and he was like, okay, please can you come and help me to check the land if the land is suitable for goat farming. So I'm here at it for, like I said, so the land is quite big and very okay, although they have fenced some on part of the land, but still remaining a little part which they'll just start the project. I think on starting from next week they'll start the project. They'll be finishing up the rest of the place that they haven't fenced yet, you understand. So those are the things that I went there to check for you, and I noticed that the land is quite okay. And inside that 2 acres of land, they want to use some parts to plant some grass. Like they want to do grazing. They want to do zero grazing, whereby the goat to be going out to feed or to graze on pastures by themselves. They don't want institution by they will be buying too much of feed, and currently the feed for animals are very, very costly. So if you want to go into it, you need to plant grass. For that you can plant the lab grass, the Centosema grass, the Baccaria grass. So those are the vital grass that you can plant for your animals. So they want to check some parts whereby they will use for the stuff and how the house is going to look like, okay. And for whichever person that want to go into goat farming, those are the few things that you need to put into consideration if you want to go into farming and if you want to start a very profitable goat farming, especially people that are going into goat farming for commercial purpose. What are the things that you need to put into consideration? Number one is your land. Where your land located is also is very, very important. You need to select a place whereby it's close to the town or to the market, so people can get access to the land. Although that, like I said, the particular land that I came here to check was very good. It was located in whereby you can get access to it. In short, it was it's close to the road, whereby you can get access to it easily. Land is the number one thing I need to put into consideration. Then the number two is the type of house you build for your goat matters a lot. Now we are still deliberating on the type of house that he can build for his goat. Although he said that he wants to go into the flood one, the one that he can build with the flood one, like using the cement and also the zinc. That is what he wants to go into. And please, you can build a raising house to him in case if you have interest in it. So there are 2 or 3 types of goat house. Number one is the raising house, then the second one is the flood house. So if you have budget to go into the raising house, like this particular video shown right here, this is a raising house. This is how a raising house looks like. You can go into it. And if you have money to go into to build the flood one, you can also go for the flood one as well. But the number one thing I need to know, that make sure that the house is properly built, which is very, very important. Then the third thing, if you are going into goat farming, what you need to put into consideration as well is the breed. The breed that you choose matters a lot, and that is when a lot of farmers do have issues. I've noticed that a lot of farmers that are going into goat farming do have issues because they don't really know the type of breed that they can go into or that they can start. You understand? And in goat farming, like I do said, if you want to choose a breed that has height and that they can grow quickly. Okay, so we have several types of breed of goats, but I'll just be mentioning 2 or 4. Number one, we have the Kalahari goat. The number 2, we have the Boer goat. The number 3, we have the West African dwarf goat. And number 4, we have Sokoto red. I think 5, we have Sahelian goat as well. Those are the 5 type of goats that you can go into, or that you can choose, whichever one that you have the money for it. But I do advise people that as a beginner, if you want to go into goat farming that it doesn't have but probably you don't have any ideas about goat farming, the number one breed that I do advise people to go into is our West African dwarf goat. Our West African dwarf goat, they are very rugged and they can adapt to any climate or any weather. So those are the reasons why I do advise people to go into our West African dwarf goat. Sokoto red goats, they are also good, but when you use them to crossbreed with our West African dwarf goat, they do produce something good and something reasonable. Although the maximum weight of our West African dwarf is not more than 25 kg, you also know. But if you are going into goat farming and you are looking for something that will give you meat or that will grow quicker, then I would advise you to go for the exotic breed like the Kalahari or the Boer goat. Those are the ones that grow rapidly, they grow quickly, and they will produce what you actually want. But their prices are expensive. To buy one Kalahari or a Boer goat is very, very expensive, but if you can afford it, I'm telling you, you are still going to sell it. No matter how expensive the breed is, or no matter how the stuff is, you know, yours is the quality, and also the breed matters a lot. And you can use them to to do crossbreeding as well. When you have a very pure Kalahari or a Boer goat and you use it to crossbreed with our African drab, do you know what it's going to produce for you? It's going to produce something massive, something that is going to grow bigger. Like this particular video showing right here, they are called the Kalawad. It's a result between a Kalahari goat and what our West African dwarf goat. You can see how big this particular male is, and the male is just like about 7 months. I just bought it for one of my subscribers as well. So you can do this particular crossbreeding to actually ascertain or to quickly sell your animals, okay? And that was what me and my subscriber were discussing on it. Also, he said he has some few contacts on people in Uganda and also in Ghana that he can buy the Boer and the Kalahari goat from them, which I do advise him that if you have a very good contact, you can get it from them. And if you want to get all these particular breeders, so you can reach out to me as well. I think I have a very good contact of someone that can help you guys to purchase it. I know there are a lot of scammers regarding that particular breed, but please, if you have a reasonable, if you are working with the right person, then definitely you are going to get the particular breed. So let me drop. I wouldn't try to just bore you with that particular step. Why the third point is management, or fourth rather, management. Management matters in goat farming. You can't just get your goat and you just leave them for just like, since that they can feed on grass, okay, let me just open a very big pastures for them and just leave them, let them graze by themselves. It's not done that way. In as much as goats are browser, they still need someone that can take care of them. You understand? So that is when management comes in. Management in terms of what, taking care of them, in terms of if they are sick, what to administer to them. Probably if the farm is bushy, who can clear the farm, make sure that the farm is neat, they are paying their house and everything. You understand? So management matters a lot. Biosecurity, all those ones, they are also embedded in the management. Management matters a lot. You need to put that into consideration as well, okay? And the fifth one is feeding. Feeding is very, very important. And from the onset, I also mentioned the few grass that you can plant for your goat or your whichever type of livestock that you are keeping. You understand? Like I mentioned, about 3 or 4 grasses that you can plant for them: the Centrosema, the Lab, the Baccaria grass, and also the Ruda. You understand? So those are the 4 type of grass that you can plant for them. And at the same time, you need to do a concentrate feed for your goat. Goats do feed on 75% grass, and why the 30% is based on what concentrate feed. And what are the concentrate feed? They are like formulated feed. Like this particular video showing right here, you can see what that particular person is mixing. It's called the concentrate feed. You can mix it. We have the GNC. You can add GNC, soya beans, maize, wheat wheat bran, corn brown. There are a lot of things, even fish meal. All those stuff do make your goat grow quick and they grow faster. You understand? So that is what we call the concentrate feed. You can feed them 75% grass, and while the 30% should be concentrate feed to balance their diet, which is very, very important. Feeding matters a lot. If you are not feeding your goats very well, then they are not going to meet up with what you are looking for. You understand? So those are the few points if you want to go into goat farming. And why the last one is marketing of the goat matters a lot. Now I think the current price of goats with let me start with the West African dwarf. The current price of West African dwarf for an adult one, I think, is about 30,000 naira to 50,000 naira, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have bought about 3 last 2 weeks ago too. You understand? So those are the current price. But if you are choosing starting from 5 months upward, starting from 18, 20 upward, there are some places you can get it at the rate of 10,000 naira, but I think those ones, they are still very, very young. You understand? Now going into Sokoto red breed, the current price of Sokoto, they are 45, 35, 50 upward as well. So they are not on like a fixed price on it. For an adult, and for the young ones, they are 20, 25 above. Those are the current price. Now going forward, the Boer goat, if you want to know the current price of Boer goat, I think with my discussion with someone that I said that he has the contact to where we can get a Boer goat from, he said one particular Boer goat starting from 7 months to 12 months worth about 1.4 million naira upward. I know that it's like they are very expensive, but if you have it in your farm, I'm very sure that you have people that are going to buy it from you. And while you are using it for breeding, you're not just using it just to produce and start killing. No, you're using it for breeding to to improve on our West African dog so that they can grow quickly. If you can't produce the pure breed, you can just buy one of the breed, use it to crossbreed with our African dogs, and they'll produce something that can add like about 50% to 100% of this particular breed for you. Okay, so think about that areas as well and decide which one is best or which one you have money for it. I think those are the few things I need to know about goat farming. If you want to go into goat farming, those are the few things I need to put into consideration to do a very good goat farming. Okay, so please, like I said, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you have more things to ask me about this goat farming, do want to reach out to me. This is my number showing on the screen. Reach out to me and we'll discuss it. And bye for now.